Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I did a little bit of some flipping around with my setup and my background and everything. I went ahead and swapped my desk. I saw somebody else who did it on their YouTube and I really liked it, and I just felt that this was a little better. So kept some of the same fun artwork, and we're still working on a new name change for my channel. Actually, I want to go ahead and run by you guys some of the ideas for the name of my new channel, because as you know, the prophet of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has encouraged us to stay away from the word Mormon and calling ourselves Mormons, but more embrace the name of the church, which, as I just said, the Church of Jesus Christ, and really focus on that. And so I've talked about that in past videos recently, and so I am working on coming up with a new name still. I've been super busy lately, and but anyways, so the names so far that I'm thinking of are Sunday Jess, Millennial Sisterhood, and Millennial in Zion. A lot of you guys have sent in, have told me your ideas, and I'm super thankful for that. You guys are awesome. And so tell me what you think about those three names down below, which ones you like best, or if you have one that you like better, you can go ahead and tell me that too. I'd super appreciate it. But hopefully here within the next week I'll have the name changed and everything switched over. But yeah, so exciting stuff is happening. Like I said, I've been super busy, and I've just usually I'm ahead on videos and making them, and I've done a lot of fun collabs in the past couple weeks. If you guys did not see yet my collab video with Isaac Ketch, in the video that is talking about Mormon culture, it will be on my Instagram. Go see it, and I also have a link down below. It's hilarious. It's all about people in testimony meetings, and it's like a parody meme video, so it's a good one. Anyways, today I kind of want to talk to you guys something about a little bit more serious, just because in the past couple weeks, months, I've been going through a lot of really hard personal stuff. The details of which I'm not going to share with you since it is very personal, but I kind of just want to talk about trials, because obviously we all have them, and I'm a very lighthearted and just, I don't know, I'm a very happy person, so I don't focus or talk a lot about hard or difficult things really, at least in a very serious way, whereas today's video I felt like I kind of want to just sit down and be chill and just talk to you guys about some hard stuff that we all go through. So this trial that I'm dealing with, it's been a thing for about the last year or so in my life, and through it, honestly guys, a lot of you guys can probably relate, maybe growing up in the church and things like that, where you don't feel necessarily like you've had a lot of trials. A lot of people in this world have had to deal with a lot of really difficult things, like parents dying, or siblings, or I don't know, coming from difficult home circumstances. There's so many things, so many issues that everyone has. Everyone's so different. But I never felt like personally I had a really difficult trial to ever go through. Probably my mission was one of the hardest things, and my mission compared to a lot of other missions wasn't even that hard. And so this thing that I'm going through right now has been super difficult in the sense that I just never really had to go through this type of trial or something this deep before, where I literally cannot control any part of this trial. It's something that I want to be able to control, and I feel like I should be able to, but I absolutely can't. And it's helped me realize too, this trial that I'm kind of dealing with has a lot to do with anxiety and just stress and just a lot of psychological stuff, and I'm never one to have anxiety or fear about anything really. Nothing really scares me, no challenge really overwhelms me until I've started to have to deal with this trial. And going through this, my husband pointed out to me that he's like, well, what do you feel like you're supposed to learn from this? And or why do you feel, or how do you feel like you can now better relate to people through this? And now, before I always used to have kind of the attitude whenever girls were, maybe afraid to a public speaking, a girls camp, if we're doing some skit or something, they don't want to talk on stage, or some girls afraid to talk to a boy. I just never understood that. I never understood girls who had anxiety or fear. To be honest, it kind of annoyed me. I'm like, why can you not just do this? It's simple, just go talk to the boy, or just talk in front of this crowd. It's not a big deal. Why are you being such a baby about this, is honestly my attitude. And now, as I've kind of had this issue that I'm going through, and I find myself having these anxieties and fears, I now totally understand where those girls are coming from, and I think, wow, I'm super rude. And now I can really kind of understand, like I said, where they're coming from and feel for them, and the whole anxiety and stuff makes a lot more sense to me now. So that's something I've learned. So I encourage you guys, if you're going through any trials, to kind of see how maybe this trial can help you relate to other people and maybe see how like you've improved with your perspective on some things. And so that was one huge part of it for me. Another big part of it is really relying on the Lord. And I'm terrible when well, like I said, I never really felt like I had really any problems, any big problems that like I could never fix really. And so this is something that I can't fix. And my husband's like, well, are you praying about it? I'm like, well, not really. Like, I feel like asking the same thing all the time is really redundant. I feel like God already knows I want this problem to be solved. And like, I feel like I'm doing my part, like I'm reading my scriptures, I'm going to church, like I'm doing my ministering, like I'm doing a lot of things that have to do with like spiritual stuff. And like, I mean, I'm making videos for you guys on a weekly basis, and sometimes it's kind of stressful and I stress myself out about it, and because I want to like have a video up for you guys every single week, and sometimes more than once a week. And so I feel like lately I've been kind of dropping the ball with my YouTube stuff. I feel like the whole social media fast that President Nelson encouraged us to do really threw me off, and because after I did it, then I kind of felt a little bit lost. And so anyways, back to the original part of relying on the Lord. I'm not very good at that. Like, it's just something to me that's very difficult. I'm a very controlling person, and so, not in like a crazy bad way, but when I can't control something that I should be able to, or that's affecting me, I get very frustrated and I don't like it. And so this issue, like, I can't control any of it, and I'm literally having to rely every part of it on the Lord. And it's really difficult because it's also an issue that I don't feel like necessarily the Lord cares about, or really it has to do with my eternity. Like, but the thing is that I've learned too is that God doesn't, it's not that he doesn't care, it's okay, maybe the issue won't affect our eternities, but it affects us and we care about it, and therefore our Heavenly Father cares about it. So that's something to keep in mind too, as you feel like maybe some trial you're going through is a little bit maybe ridiculous, like, you know, you're having some friend issues or something. You might think Heavenly Father like thinks that's silly, but he really doesn't. If you care about it, then he cares about it too. So those are a couple things to keep in mind. I think one of the most important things I've learned going through this trial is, at first I felt like I was very alone and like no one else deals with what I'm dealing with. And as like I've started doing more research about it and doing a lot more therapy related things to this issue, I've realized that a lot of people have this issue. Maybe not exactly the same way that I do, but a lot of people do. And so I'm not ever actually alone. Like, there's always somebody out there that can relate to you. And so sometimes I think it's really good. Like, I love when people share their stories about like trials they've gone through on YouTube, whether they be members of the church or not. Everyone goes through really hard stuff, and so I love when people share that, because then that helps other people find that and be able to relate to that and feel like they aren't alone either. So I definitely encourage you guys that if you've gone through some difficult thing, or you currently are and you want to talk about it, there's so many wonderful Facebook pages related to the church, related to missionary work, related to kind of a little bit of everything, and you can always go talk about any issues you have on like Facebook groups, or talk with your friends about it, or parents, if you ever feel really alone about something. So anyways, that is kind of what I wanted to share with you guys about today. Like I said, a little bit more serious, but I know everyone is going through something, and whether it be big or small in your mind, that, you know, you can always find a way to relate to other people through this trial, and you'll learn things maybe the hard way, maybe compassion, or, you know, patience, or understanding, like all these things that I'm currently learning that I'm really bad at. And then also just, you know, relying on the Lord through it all and relating to other people. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have a question, or, you know, something you want some advice on, you can always message me on Instagram. A lot of you guys message me there daily, and I super love it. I love hearing from you guys. You can email me. There's an email address in the bottom of the description box if you ever see that. And then also you can find me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, or you can just comment down below. Whatever, I will always find it and always read it. I'm always looking at all these comments and stuff, and so I super appreciate all you guys supporting me. And like I said, let me know what you think about the three names: Millennial Sisterhood, Sunday Jess, or Millennial Zion, as those are kind of my top 3 picks right now, as I've gone through about 10 different ideas. So that's where we're at. But Also, keep leaving me video ideas in the comments down below, especially as we're getting near Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm super excited for the both of those. And yeah, I'm tired. It's been a long while. I don't know. I've had a very long, like, stressful fall, I feel like, and just lots of things to do. But things are kind of winding down, hopefully, for a little bit, and that'll be really nice. And I can get up on videos again and keep making stuff that you guys want to see and that's helping you. So that's all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!